Building relationships and connections through support. Large crowds show up for Rockford's Female Energy Fest. Plus supporting local high school extracurricular activities. How the community fundraised to strengthen a choir program. And an organization is set to host a series of events this month. What to look out for if you're interested in homeowning.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening. Happy Sunday. I'm Rianne Wild. Thanks for joining us tonight. Before we get to those top stories, the Rockford Police Department responded to a standoff earlier this afternoon. Officers say they de-escalated a dangerous situation in the area of 2000 Vermont Street. Police say they negotiated a peaceful surrender and there is no danger to the public from this incident. We will bring you more information as it is released. And the Belvidere Fire Department responded to a commercial structure fire this morning around 9:15 in the 400 block of North State Street. Heavy smoke and fire was seen from 2 overhead doors. Crews were able to control the fire within 10 minutes. Belvidere Fire was assisted by Boone County Fire Districts 2 and 3, Marengo Fire, and Belvidere Police. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Officials say estimated damages to the structure are $50,000. The fire department says no injuries or two firefighters or civilians were reported. The Rockford Area Convention and Visitors Bureau hosted the 7th annual Female Energy Festival today. With over 1,500 attendees and 70 vendors, it was their largest event to date. Attendees saw a diverse array of vendors from the beauty industry to craft makers, local food trucks, live performances, and much more. A classic car show was also added to the itinerary this year. The event is a large-scale female marketplace and festival. Organizers say it's a way to support and build relationships with women-owned businesses in the community.
When it started 7 years ago, the arts community in Rockford was very fertile ground, and there wasn't really too many spaces that highlighted women businesses or women artists more specifically. So I had a small art show, like 12 women at a little venue, and over the years it's just snowball affected into becoming this.
Jimenez says she's pleased with today's turnout and her organization plans on making each year after this even bigger and better. And Polish Festival was today at St. Stanislaus Church in Rockford. Visitors got to dive into the Polish culture with music, dancing, kid games, and of course, lots of Polish foods, including pierogi, potato pancakes, Polish sausage, domestic and Polish beer, and more. Organizers say they used the funds from last year's event to build a new and improved parking lot at the church. They say they're grateful that the Polish Fest contributions helped them keep the church clean and running. One Polish Fest committee member commented highly on today's polka dancers and their dedication to spreading the culture in our community.
They go ahead and take dances from different regions of Poland and they demonstrate them here and they teach the crowd too. They explain to them what it's all about, and then we get the little children involved too as well, and so they start them young and they just keep them in the pipeline. That's how it works.
Those at the Stanislaus Church hope to build off of the energy from the fest and continue it for years to come. And Harlem High School proudly hosted Harlem Palooza Music Festival fundraiser today at the school grounds in McChesney Park. The event helped raise funds for the purchase of new piano keyboards for the school's music department. The festival had 2 stages with 6 different performing acts, all of which went to Harlem or have ties to the school. There were other activities, food, and raffles for attendees to enjoy as well. Organizers say it was a unique way to raise money for the school while also enjoying the nice weather.
Myself and my colleague, Mr. Perrion, and our music boosters, along with a lot of community members, we're just really excited to have the opportunity to support our students. So really, a lot of people just kind of came together, and here we are.
I really love this school. It's helped me grow as a person a lot, and I do theater, and a lot of the theater people are here. So I feel it'd be pretty nice to help out if I want to be more involved in the program.
Choir Director Toledo says he hopes this event can turn into a tradition for the future. And a reminder that today was the last day of the Boone County Fair, which is considered the largest fair here at the state line. It's been a week of fun and lots of food. Looking ahead, the Winnebago County Fair will begin this Wednesday. It is the last local fair of the season, and it will run through August 18th. And the Alpine Pool is officially closed for the season as of today. The pool is best known for its L-shaped pool ranging from 3 feet to 12 feet deep, a diving well with 2 drop slides and 1 meter diving board. It's one of the first signs of summer slowly coming to an end as the start of school inches closer. And more closures this week as Rockford's temporary casino will be closing. The casino will be closed as of 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, marking a significant milestone as preparations are finalized for the permanent casino. The closing festivities include the last jackpot won will be doubled up to $10,000 and will include 2 free Brad Paisley tickets for the grand opening Labor Day weekend at the new casino. The new casino will open August 29th. And later this week, Rockford Area Habitat for Humanity is hosting a homeowner application event on Wednesday. The organization will be hosting a series of these events throughout the month through September 13th. These events aim to provide an excellent opportunity for those who wish to purchase a home with Habitat for Humanity to learn more about the qualification process and begin their journey towards homeownership. Those planning to attend any of these events are asked to bring a copy of their driver's license or their state ID, as well as proof of income. More drama as the race for the White House continues. How Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance addresses the border policy.
Our temperatures have made their way into the mid and upper 70s today underneath mostly sunny skies. An increasing cloud cover, moisture, and eventual rain chances will be the picture throughout the next week. I'll break down when we could see some of those rain and thunder chances coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Rianne Weil, Drew Collins, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Turning now to the election, Republican J.D. Vance speaking with ABC News about a wide range of topics, including the border and families. As Vice President Kamala Harris wraps up a battleground blitz, ABC's Zohreen Shah has the details.
Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance outlining the Trump campaign's proposal on border policy.
Well, the first thing you have to do is to stop the bleeding, stop the open border, get Kamala Harris out of there and actually re-implement the Remain in Mexico policy, rebuild or finish Donald Trump's border wall.
Vance on ABC's This Week responding to his past comments, saying parents should have more of a vote at the ballot box. Vance insists it was a thought experiment and accusing the Harris campaign of twisting his words.
They have turned this into a policy proposal that I never made. And I do think, look, when you're a parent and you have children, you obviously have a different perspective. And I said that too, and I certainly believe that.
Vice President Kamala Harris in San Francisco for a fundraiser with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today. She was in Las Vegas Saturday with running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, the final stop of a battleground state blitz. Harris appearing to follow Trump's lead, proposing to eliminate taxes on tips, hours after the powerful culinary union endorsed her.
When I am president, we will continue our fight for working families of America. Including to raise the minimum wage and eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Trump responding, she copied my no taxes on tips policy. Harris also dodging tough questions about the administration's involvement in Israel's war in Gaza.
We need a hostage deal and we need a ceasefire.
The Democratic convention starts next week. Zohreen Shah, ABC News, Las Vegas.
And the Israel military orders more evacuations after an airstrike on a shelter killed at least 90 Palestinians yesterday. Israel says it killed 19 fighters. The majority of Gaza's population have been forced to evacuate multiple times during the 10-month-old war. Israel's accusing militants of hiding among civilians and launching attacks from residential areas. The Palestinian death toll is approaching 40,000, according to Gaza's health ministry. Today was sunny and back in the upper 70s for most of us. Meteorologist Jordan Wolf is in next to tell us about some rain chances we have for the week ahead.
Warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Even more sunshine today allowed our temperatures to warm slightly more than where they did yesterday. This time around, we made well into the 70s and close to that 80-degree mark. That's the case for Rockford right now, sitting at 79 degrees, 79 also in Savannah, 76 in Galena, Freeport, and Sterling, 75 in Monroe, as well as in DeKalb. Meanwhile, our dew points across the board are still sitting in the 50s, indicating still very comfortable air. That's the case for weather watcher Terry out in Genoa as well. He's got 55 degrees for a dew point, 76 the temperature, and winds still fairly breezy out of the west, around 13 miles per hour. However, we are going to start to see a gradual increase in our cloud cover as our upper level low pressure system responsible for this fantastic weather moves out of the northern Great Lakes and taking its place a bit more moisture and a bit more upper level cloud cover as we head into the night tonight and going into tomorrow. But in the meantime, our skies are clear, and that's the case for our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera overlooking downtown Rockford up on the Supply Corps building. It's brought to us by Window World. Crisp blue skies tonight, and that is perfect conditions for viewing the Perseid meteor shower that is going to peak into the night tonight and early tomorrow morning. We could see up to 50 meteors per hour at this time, especially once we get closer and closer toward dawn tomorrow morning. And the viewing conditions, at least for tonight, looking relatively good with our clear skies. We might start to see some of those upper level clouds move in, but nonetheless, if you want to view these, you want to get away from any of those city lights for best viewing conditions. Allow your eyes to adjust to the nighttime air and the nighttime, really the darkness, and look to a general northern direction, and you could see right around 1 meteor per minute at their peak. And we will see those temperatures that will fall throughout the night, so it might be nice to bring out a nice jacket if you're planning to head out. 55 degrees for the overnight lows tonight. A few clouds, but fairly pleasant night, similar to these last few nights we've had in a row. We do get a bit more cloud cover as we head into tomorrow, partly sunny skies, and we may see a chance for a few isolated sprinkles toward the afternoon and into the evening as we get another low pressure system that passes just to our south. This will bring a lot more moisture with it as well. This map shows our amount of moisture that we have in a vertical column of the atmosphere, where we have these darker shades of colors, a lot more moisture, not even just near the surface, but also aloft in the atmosphere as well. And a lot of that moisture down to our south and west tomorrow afternoon, which is where many of our rain chances are going to remain for the most part. But eventually we get a little bit more moisture that works its way back in as we head into the middle of the week especially, and that will bring us our next rain chances as well. Putting all this together with Futurecast, this is kind of an idea of what we might see. An increase in cloud cover, but the highest coverage of those rain showers tomorrow going to remain off to our south. Nonetheless, during the afternoon and evening hours, we may see a few of those isolated sprinkles try to work their way north, especially south, though, of I-80 and I-88 for those best chances for at least a few of those real spotty showers. Many of us, though, across the state line, especially in southern Wisconsin, likely staying dry not only through tomorrow afternoon, but also then through Tuesday. However, that moisture, as I mentioned a moment ago, begins to work its way back in as we get closer to Wednesday and into Thursday, as a developing low pressure system out to our west brings a bit more moisture with it. That brings us a little bit more of a higher chance for widespread showers, and possibly even a few rumbles of thunder that may be mixed within, especially as we go into Thursday and going into Friday. That will be our highest coverage of any potential rain chances as we head into the week ahead. But we do have temperatures that will be slowly on the rise as well. 77 degrees for Monday, 81 Tuesday, but mostly sunny skies. We stayed dry through most of Wednesday, but Wednesday night into Thursday begins our increased chances for widespread showers and a few rumbles of thunder, and that may persist with us as we head into the weekend, although they will be much less in coverage than from Wednesday, Thursday into Friday.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Well, Drew's next with sports. We'll hear Caleb Williams react to his first NFL action, and some positive vibes from Jordan Love and Packer Nation after their performance.
Now sports with Drew Collins.
The Bears looked great yesterday. They dominated the Bills 33-6. We saw a glimpse of Caleb Williams in that first team. Caleb went 4 for 7 with 95 yards. He also had a scramble for 13 yards as he showed his improvising abilities to get the first down on the ground. We saw a very limited amount of the offensive weapons, but DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, and Cole Kmet all saw receptions. The one player we didn't get to see was the rookie connection with Rome Odunze. Caleb and Coach Eberflus spoke about building that team chemistry.
Rome and I talked about it, and that comes from time of getting on the same page and same connection. I thought he was going to either settle or go to the back pylon. He started coming out flat. By then I had to let the ball go, and I tried to give him a chance and put it back pylon, see if he could run under it.
We're going to look at this tape and then look back and say, hey, what can I learn from this? There's a lot of things that we can learn from this process of getting these reps, as he does in practice when he's going against the one defense. We feel that we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of things to accomplish as a football team, not just Caleb. We all got to play good around him. So it's important that we keep improving before that first game.
Jordan Love and the Packers' first team only saw one drive yesterday, but that's all they needed to impress the Go Pack Go loyal. Coach LaFleur and Jordan Love talked about knocking off that rust before the start of the season.
No, I liked it. I mean, that was the goal we wanted, was to go out there, get our series and put up points. And so we could go into it just jumping in the season, but I think maybe getting a couple more snaps here in the preseason will be nice.
I said, hey, if we go down and score in 3 plays, you guys are done. So, I mean, ultimately, we just wanted them to get their feet wet a little bit and knock some rust off, so it's not the first time they're doing it when we play Philly and Brazil. So a lot of positives, though, to be able to just go out there and get points on that first drive.
The Cubs swept the White Sox in the Crosstown Classic. Today, both the teams had the day off. The Cubs will travel to Cleveland to face the Guardians tomorrow. Shota Imanaga will be on the mound for Game 1 of this series. The Cubs look to turn their 4-game win streak to 5. They are currently only 1 game behind the Cardinals for second in the Central. First pitch is at 5:40 tomorrow. And the White Sox will host the almighty Yankees tomorrow night. Kai Busch will be on the mound for the Sox. Meanwhile, the Yankees have not announced a starter yet. The Yankees are nearly 3-1 betting favorites at this point. After this series, the Sox will face the Astros, followed by the Giants, all on the road. I bring the question, will the Sox reach 100 losses before they cross 30 wins? That schedule is absolutely brutal. First pitch is in the South Side at 7:10. And Rivets fans, buckle your seatbelts because the Northwood League playoffs are finally here. The Kalamazoo Growlers will host the Rivets tonight and the start of the playoffs. We'll keep you updated with the score, and the Rivets will host the Growlers tomorrow. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Continued clear skies on the First Warn Interactive Radar, brought to us by Rockford Glass and More, allowing for near ideal conditions to view the Perseid meteor shower into the night tonight. If you want to be able to view those, you want to go to the north, or look to the north really, and get away from city lights for the best viewing conditions. More than likely that peak going to be between midnight tonight and dawn tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be falling through the 50s overnight tonight, mid-50s for overnight lows, back up into the upper 70s again tomorrow, but we could see an isolated passing sprinkle or two. Many do remain dry through the afternoon. That's the case for Tuesday and early Wednesday as well, but higher coverage of showers and a few thunderstorms possible Thursday and Friday.
Thanks, Jordan. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.